Welcome to Adrift in Aldhalor, our weekly actual play D&D show set in our homebrew world of Aradun. And welcome to Paradice. Our music is licensed through musicbed.com, and occasionally we use some Ambience from TabletopAudio, not frequently. And I'm going to bring someone on to talk about our partners. Shannon.
Ah, that's me. Hello. How's everybody? Welcome.
I'm swell.
You're swell. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're swell. Okie dokie. So let's do this thing so we can get to our thing. Where is it? Audacity, thank you. I didn't press record. I need to do that to get... I know I opened it. Where'd it go?
Shannon.
I was ready. What the frick?
Shannon.
Oh, you know where it is?
Where?
It is on my third monitor that is in the...
VO booth?
Uh-huh. Shit. So I will have to... Shit.
Language.
I'll figure it out. Anyway.
Yeah, you could do it during the recap.
Yep. Let's talk about our partners. Let's start with Underground Oracle Publishing. They are a TTRPG publisher creating new worlds in the Cypher system and beyond. Their current focus is Foxfire, a science fiction TTRPG with a strong emphasis on high adventure and fun, full-throttle action where you play as anthropomorphic animals who left Earth behind long ago to take their place among the stars. For as little as $3, you can become a member through their website and gain early access to this developing TTRPG and each of the other worlds that they create. Next, we have Eddie Yorke. He is our character artist. He's an illustrator based in the UK who makes art for games and books. To visit his portfolio and get in contact with him, visit eyorke.com. Last but not least, we've got 1985 Games. They create affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other TTRPGs. Sean uses their NPC cards, or has used all of them. Did you use all of them?
No, there's one I haven't used.
All but one in 3 packs, I think, that you bought. 4 packs? Bought a lot. There's a lot of awesome characters. 2?
It's 2. I don't know. I didn't keep the wrappers. I just have the cards.
Pretty sure it was 3. Doesn't matter. They all have amazing characters in them that give you a jump start when you need to introduce an NPC into your game. So if you'd like to purchase those or any of your, their wares, you can use the code paradiceprod for 10% off your entire order. And finally, join us in Paradise on the socials everywhere. Paradice Prod. We'll get the recaps and the VODs up to date eventually. Sean, your pumpkin isn't on. Do it during the recap.
You betrayed me.
Oh, now I gotta turn the pumpkin on.
Pumpkin.
Isn't there like a shortcut where you can move screens between screens?
Turn off the third monitor in your display settings.
Thank you.
And that'll probably pop it right onto your screen.
Yep.
And while you're doing that, Shannon, last we left off, the party head to the academy to meet with Sigil and to figure out what was going on with Bruce. There they learned that Bruce has been drawn into his grandfather's cube, his extraplanar cube that we learned has abilities to traverse the planes of existence, specifically to the astral sea. Sigil thinks that there's going to be a way that he can draw him back, but that he was uncertain if Bruce went there intentionally or not. Saskia attempts to cast Contact Other Plane and fails, causing her to have a splitting headache and to be incapacitated on the ground with her eyes showing little swirls and little birds flying around her head. Sigil is successfully able to cast Contact Other Planes. The party asks a few questions to try to figure out what's going on. But they particularly learn that Bruce is alive, but uncertain if there's a way for the party to help him, and uncertain on what that really should happen And really, at the end of the day, the party just discerns that there's not much they can do. They just have to let Bruce figure this out. Sigil did say that he would try to figure out a way to maybe draw Bruce back, but that it might take some time. The party fills Sigil in on their plan and the politics of Hyvin. And he does say that he would help the party with keeping an eye on Cadmus, that he has some unknown powers here at the Academy to the other faculty. And he would utilize all of them if he can to keep Cadmus here once the party releases the scoop on Cadmus's nefarious deeds. The party also learns that Sigil has been distracted with the efforts to clean up the dead god in the north. But they do catch that he does mention that every day that he continues that work, he grows stronger. This draws some attention from the party, Jacquet particularly. And he raises that question, and Septimus volunteers to spend the night with Sigil to learn a little bit more about him, as well as to be there to support him in the efforts to keep Cadmus at bay. Right before the party leaves together, Ro, Sass's patron, decides it's a good time to reveal himself to the whole party. The party doesn't necessarily like Ro, given his meddling with their affairs in the past, particularly Jacquet, who tells him to fuck off immediately. Ro propositions the other two with knowledge and power, even, in exchange for favors, of course. Specifically, investigative knowledge. Seeking out those things that the party might want to know to help them in their endeavors. Party basically gives them a rain check and maybe a soft fuck you, and they depart. Maybe as an even more petty fuck you in return, Ro removes the magical powers from Jacquet's magic dice, which Jacquet tosses them into the alleyway in rebellion against Ro and all that he says that he's given to the party. Saskia returns to her ship to prepare her plans for this I almost said heist, but this conspiracy. She enrolls her crew, particularly Seppi and Gusto, to spread the word that she's going to have a meeting at the Gloveless Cat for the dock workers. And she also propositions Ro to help her incite the crowd and to get them excited to essentially rebel or resist the powers of Mr. Greaves in the docks, which would free up the docks to run as they normally would without the meddling of Greaves or the racketeering of Greaves. Then she gets shit-faced with her crew. Jacquet goes to Torcal and finally purchases some Bunkos Apparatus Union modules for his manifold armament that he got from Bruce, who reverse engineered it. He got a dazing and a crushing strike module, which respectively can daze enemies or give them disadvantage. I didn't describe it in the actual session, but I did give Stefan the items today. And a feature that we did not say before is that all Bunkos armaments that attack do have like a little staticky electricity to them, so they always deal 1d4 extra lightning damage. They can also be overloaded by using all the charges to do one big attack that is a higher saving throw DC and also extends the effect for 1 minute on the enemy. They do get to do saving throws to resist it, but it keeps that 20 DC on it. So he does run the risk of overloading it and causing electrical charges to zap him, and also runs the risk of breaking it or even destroying it. But an interesting device for the ever-loving gambler, Jacquet. He then goes and purchases some reagents in order to labor in his den, the lower thresholds of his domain in the Gloveless Cat, to create some stronger truth serum potions. While he's down there, Reardon arrives to let him know that Kellen, the reporter, is present. But Reardon seems a little off. He seems forgetful of his tasks and seems a little too pushy for information from Jacquet. So he dismisses him and pulls aside one of his other spies, Sybil, to spy on Reardon and follow him wherever he goes. Shortly after, Sybil returns pretty quickly to Jacquet to say that Reardon has completely disappeared from the Gloveless Cat, but that Kellen, the reporter, is upstairs. Jacquet heads up to talk with Kellen, and they have a little bit of a verbal spar about the state of Hyvin and the politics, with Kellen probably pushing more than he ever has before on learning more about Jacquet. Jacquet chooses this moment to tactfully release information, particularly that there is some larger threat in the universe that has its eyes and perhaps its claws geared towards Hyvin, and that a unified Hyvin is the only way to resist this. Many things were put off the record, much like real life. Perhaps Jacquet doesn't have the complete control to say this is completely off record, but he did attempt. And there was a little bit of a mage hand wrestle too over a pen. But Kellen is able to at least get from him that Jacquet does think that potentially he could be the one to unify Hyvin, or at least that Iron and Mana could unify Hyvin. Septimus spends the night with Sigil, where they have a long conversation about faith and destiny, particularly about whether or not Alma have a predestined fate, or if they can drive their own fate in the future. After Septimus brings the old man or the injured man, whatever he wants you to think he is, to his bed, there is a tempting stairway he notices when he enters into the private quarters of the Infinite Library. He chooses, though, not to follow that temptation. It instead invokes with a sending message Ro to talk about that proposition from earlier. He learns a little bit about Ro's desires, learns that Ro would need rituals to be performed by Saskia and her friends at Hellgates somewhere on the plane of existence. That these rituals would help Ro arrive, essentially, to the material plane. And then there would be some binding rituals to make sure that he's not cast out of the plane of existence. Pushed further, Ro revealed that there is a seat at the table in the cosmic forces of the world that he is after. Something related to the forces of chaos, Septimus learns. He ultimately asks him what Septimus would need to do in return for more information about Greaves, considering Greaves as hellish allies that tried to kill the party. Ro does not give him an answer, says just an unnamed favor, and Septimus says, no, we're not playing that game. And Ro respects this and says he'll return to him with an offer soon. And this is where we ended last session. Another note that I forgot to mention is that there was a moment in his conversations with Sigil where he implied that he was not Alma, not a mortal. Septimus picked up on this, and Sigil did not answer him straightforward, but said that he asked him to trust him, and that he is always looking out for the interest of Alma. But Septimus retires to his bed. Elsewhere, Saskia passes out. We did get a lovely little scene of Saskia and her friends playing King's Cup in her ship. And the party rests for the evening. So you all get your long rest. No assassins in the night. And the next morning arrives. Saskia, you wake up with a splitting headache, of course, but not debilitating.
Good. I will. Did I pass out on the deck, or did I pass out in my pigsty of captain's quarters?
Where do you think you would have passed out? You know what? If you want to chance it, just roll a d20, and I'll pick based on that.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. 16.
16. You wake up on the deck with vague memories of being out there with Ty where he was explaining the stars to you. He was getting a lot of it wrong because he had a few sips of alcohol last night. But you just have this vague memory of it being a very lovely end to the night, despite the headache you knew would come in the morning.
Wonderful. Knowing that it's early, the dock workers are going to start getting ready for the day, I'll just like stand up way too quickly and stumble and put my hands on the side of the ship and be like, Seppi, Gusto, are you up? That was not in my accent at all, but
She lost her accent. She was so drunk last night.
Wake
so
the
loud
fuck
you can
up.
hear it through the boards.
Oh, fuck. I'll stumble down the stairs. Maybe I'll trip and tumble down into the cruise quarters, and just like assume there's hammocks.
Yeah.
And I'll just like flip over the hammock that Seppi's in. Just be like, wake the fuck up. I told you needed to be out early. You said you'd be out early. Let's go. Go. Why are you still here? Go. I'm sorry for shouting.
God. I haven't drank that in a freaking long time.
It's like as the ship is rocking, you can see the empty bottles of wine just rolling across the ship on the ground.
Amazing.
Oh,
That was
wait,
great
what are we?
night.
Hold on, wait. What the
Both of
hell
your
are we supposed to be
teeth are
doing
very
again today?
purple.
What are we doing again today? I gotta be honest. I just remember yesing you because I knew we were gonna be drinking after.
Right. You and Gusto and Simon, you need to go and recruit the dock workers and tell them that there's a meeting tonight at sundown after work is at the Gloveless Cat. There's going to be words from me, and we're going to try and take the docks back from Mr. Greaves. So,
That's all right. That's right. Okay.
does that ring any bells? Your teeth are purple.
Yeah, what the hell? What kind of freaking drink do you have on this vessel? Huh?
I don't know. I just drink whatever's there. Do you have it? Do you got it? Do you remember?
Yeah. I'll take care of that.
Thank you. Right.
Gusto. Hun, come on. You
Ah,
gotta,
da,
I'm
da.
gonna get some-
The pain.
Come on.
The pain.
I know. Listen here. Don't worry. I'll handle it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get us some coffee, and then we'll be all spruced up and ready to go. I'll make sure there's a crowd. Don't worry.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go throw up. Excuse me.
Me too.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing that. Nope. Nope.
You're cutting out a
Muted,
little.
Sean.
Yeah, what happened there? That was weird. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That was weird. All I said was Clara is already puking on the side of the boat.
I'll just go join her.
It must be the pumpkin. It started the interference. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. That was weird.
Magical October energy.
I don't like the way he's looking at me. I imagine Ty is not hungover because he has resistance to poison and is actually probably feeling fine.
Yeah, he's okay. He's just once again taking inventory, like speaking to the dock workers, handling early morning, ship maintenance.
Excellent. All right, so Giuseppe and Gusto are on the job.
You want me to
Sure.
just make a charisma?
Yeah, just give me a
See how I can manage to get people to...
you can do persuasion too if you want.
I will do a persuasion.
I'll give you advantage because Gusto's helping you.
Too kind. 17.
Nice. So you're like, I imagine Seppi and
Once you get that
Gusto.
morning coffee in me, I get jumps back. All right. back to normal, ready to start the day.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever heard of Saskia? She's the captain of the Anna Ferris here. Yeah,
Good
Anna
ship.
Ferris.
Yeah,
Anna Flores.
the Anna
Yeah, she's a very good comedic actress.
Captain of the Anna Flores, member of Iron and Mana, here to save Hyvin from the grips of Mr. Greaves. Got to see her tonight. She's going to be performing tonight at this bar, this location, this time. You got to see it. I'm telling you, tell your friends. Even if you're not interested, even if you're not willing to join a crew, it's going to be a hell of a performance. It's going to be a hell of a thing to say. All right? Not going to want to miss it. Big things are happening here in Hyvin.
And you see the dock workers, as you keep saying this to the different groups, are already interested. But then at the end of every one of your speeches, Gusto just holds out a big box of pastries that you bought at the cafe. You got the coffee. And any of them who were questioning it are like, all right. As they grab like a donut or a croissant.
Take a look at that right there. That's a Sviatel, right? I was surprised that they made them here in the city.
Yeah, you found the only bakery in Hyvin who makes Faradrian Sviatels. Or really, it probably would be Gwyn Sviatels. Okay. So 17, you feel good. You feel good that you're going to get a good crowd for Saskia. And you can feel good that with that 17 is also creating a rumor network through the crowds where even people you don't see, or maybe even like the afternoon shift, will also hear this, most likely from these dock workers. All right. Jacquette, you wake up in wherever you are, whether you stayed at the Gloveless Cat or you went back to Lighthouse District.
I think that Jacquette fell asleep in the den amidst all his... No, that's not true. He is in the Commodore's office with
That's right.
Emil as he gesticulates with maybe like the first pamphlet that's
You didn't
come
take
up.
your long rest. That's right.
Right. And so, he's being like, okay, we got the pamphlets. I don't know if I can do Jacquette's
Totally
voice.
fine.
I lost my voice last night. So that was it. That squeak. That was...
Well, we can say that Jacquette and Ducant look at them and they're like, yes, we've done it. You distribute them to... Are your spies distributing them, or is Ducant's people?
So I think it's going to be everyone
collection.
available. Yeah, and Fyrn's Adventures, I think we're going to help as well to distribute this information.
So I'll say that you spend that morning delivering the stacks to each of the factions that will be delivering it. While
Rough, don't you think? There it is. Okay.
There it is.
It's a little gravelly.
As like Ducant is like leaning against the we'll say it's because you stayed up all night. Ducant is leaning against the printing press and he's just like, oh, you should quat. I need to go to my office and take a quick cat nap.
Quad. That could be a good nickname. That's all I'm saying.
Did I say Jaquat?
Yes.
He's tired too.
At the mention of a cat nap, Jacquette just kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, I know the feeling, but there'll be time to rest when Mr. Greaves is taken down or dead.
I suppose you're right. I'll get to it with my people.
Yeah, I would say that Fyrn probably omitted morning training to send his soldiers over to help with this thing. So they're all like ready, raring to go. They ran to the, Admiralty Court and are, basically outfitted with their gear that makes them all like, it's kind of like their uniform sort of thing.
Yeah. Excellent. Yes. So the factions can begin delivering these throughout the city. It'll take them the better half of the morning to do so, but by, 9, 10 a.m., everything will be distributed and the word will begin to spread.
And I think that I don't know the full time frame that we can get it, but like, my intent originally had been to be like crack of dawn. These are going out,
yes.
Like with a normal. So maybe Seppi and Gusto, when they're at the docks, have that.
Easily, you absolutely can get. They'll have it like while they're also talking to all of the dock workers. They could be like, right. Oh, by the way, here you go. This is hot off the presses. I got this from some guy. Interesting story in there. As the pamphlet goes out across the docks.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to send it to you. I just realized.
Ooh. If you'd like, I can read it for you.
Yes, if you could do that, would be
no,
great.
Not a problem at all.
Or do you want Seppi to read it?
Or Seppi can read it.
Actually, it would be kind of cool. Yeah, Seppi.
Oh, I was gonna say we each take turns doing a sentence in Jacquette's accent.
Actually, no. I think I'm gonna do it because I think I can do Jacquette's accent. Dirty ink. No, no. I'm gonna. I'll just read it as Ducant will say. If this was a movie, it would be Ducant reading it, voiceover, as we see shots of all of the distributions, the different factions, the fighters from Fyrn's fort. We've got Ducant's people. We've got Seppi and Gusto passing it around. Dirty ink, the link to a hostile takeover by Jacquette Touchard. Good people of Hyvin, I write to you with distressing news of a conspiratorial plot to take over our city. Recent investigations conducted by Iron and Mana with help from the governor's office has shown damning evidence that links Mr. Greaves to the convergency of Halcyon. We have testimony and evidence that links Cadmus Marvello directly to Mr. Greaves through a number of business transactions involving the shipment of illegal goods, such as halcyonic weapons. This connection of Cadmus to Halcyon goes even further, I'm afraid, as Cadmus is the source of many of the Hyvin Times exposés on crime in our fair city. And, through the governor's office, we have just learned that the Hyvin Times is owned by the eminent house of Aurum from Halcyon. Using his position of power with the Academy, Cadmus has spread his corruption all throughout, and thus, it makes sense that he would connect with Mr. Greaves' corrupt syndicate. Yes. Operating out of the Widow's Ward. From top to bottom, Halcyon has enacted plans within Hyvin to pave the way for their takeover. As a simple businessman, Greaves has much to gain if he was the one to usher in Halcyon's dominating influence on Hyvin. And we've already seen that Halcyon's influence on Hyvin results in. Look no further than the Avenirium Electrum Company. They have begun to bleed Hyvin dry with their exorbitant costs for Electrum that they tricked the city into installing the infrastructure for, causing a reliance that is hard to move back from. Now, their eerily still ship that sits in Hyvin's harbor with no sails acts as a reminder to the stranglehold they have around our Electrum dependency. Not to mention the conflicts that they have in the streets daily with the Chroma Fist goons. When the riffraff is gone, who will they turn their augmented sights onto next? But this is the way of Halcyon, is it not? They've expanded far in these past decades, not through military might, but through the subtle use of coin and coercion. Governor Sai Pajin struck a deal with the Convergency that saved their ships from pirates. Now they've gone and used that peace to facilitate a takeover of one of the most prosperous spots in the whole of Alfdal, our city of Hyvin. But are we not a scrappy lot? Are we citizens of Hyvin not a fiercely independent lot? Will we allow Halcyon to muscle in their control through the likes of Ullman like Mr. Greaves or Cadmus Marvello? No, I think not. So now it is all the more important to rally within your own districts, select a representative that will vouch for you and your city, and come to the Lighthouse Force on the 18th of the Shining Shadow to make sure your voice is heard. And then we will show these simple businessmen what the city of Hyvin really wants for their future. A note for transparency. I'm sure you will be persuaded by certain individuals that our evidence is fabricated or circumstantial so. We've included everything that was collected here, printed for your eyes to decide what the truth is. follows up with all of the information about the specifics of Cadmus, dealing with Mr. Greaves, dealing with the docks, dealing with the academy, all linking to a single contact that I never named that is the alias for Greaves in all of these, or they connect the fixer for Greaves in this. But it's all there. Anyone who is not... anyone can see that it clearly connects Cadmus to Greaves. It is not subtle, I'll say, from the evidence that you had. It's not a leap and a guess to see the connections.
So I think Fyrn, upon arriving and sending his men out, would want to reach out to Jaquette.
Yeah. So, hello, Fyrn. Hopefully Saskia gets here soon. Remember, our plan was to then go to the academy and deal with Cadmus.
Hello?
Oh, you froze?
I froze.
Yeah, there's been some Discord issues lately. But he said,
Yeah,
remember, our
Discord
plan is
sucks.
to get together and go to help secure Cadmus.
Right. We should meet with Septimus as soon as possible.
I will stumble in through the door. I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here. Hi. Good morning.
By the gods, you look...
Wonderful. Yes, thank you very much. It was a long night, but fuck, was it good. All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Jacquette is gonna hand her like a small like gum, basically.
Yeah.
Like some like natural like
yeah,
teeth cleanser, and he's like, your teeth are purple.
Thank you.
Back at the academy, Septimus, you would realistically wake up early and probably before all of this happens, so you and Sigil kind of have a second to connect to make your plan. So it'd be a gentle rapping on the door that you would hear as you awake, as Sigil is likely awake before you and has probably been awake, and you might even presume did not sleep, given his...
Well, okay.
Yeah. But he's awake much earlier than you. Yeah, like you're surprised when the rapping comes. You don't actually. It's like it's surprising because it wakes you up before you would have naturally awoken.
Yeah. Good morning, Sigil. What time is it now? What time do the papers first get off the press and get to their way to the academy?
I got word from Jaquette that the papers were being released at the crack of dawn when they were finished on the presses. In, I would say, an hour or so, they will be completely distributed throughout the city. I advise that he send it to the Admiralty Court last to give us the best vantage on Cadmus. Septimus, I cast a scrying on Cadmus this morning. I used some of my power to try to break through his protective shields. And I saw something strange. I did not see Cadmus. But I did not see the individual. He seems to have an ability to obscure himself. But even that obscurity was not right. The best way I could describe it is if you cast scrying before, Septimus. So you see into the chamber the individual is in through a scrying eye, and you can see the person there and their surroundings. Well, I could see the surroundings, but I could not see Sigil, that's me. I could not see Cadmus himself. He was...
Not even a trace of him.
No, I saw what was supposed to be Cadmus, but there was a fracturing of the light. He was disfigured, it didn't show his features. It was an amalgam of light. He was in the Hyvin Times, sitting at a desk. I watched for the 10 minutes I could, and then I casted a few more times to watch him as well. He seemed to be writing. Typing.
At the Hyvin Times.
Yes.
Not his chambers here at the Academy.
No. This was at the crack of dawn. Truthfully, earlier even than the sunrise.
Why didn't you wake me up sooner? How? We have to tell the rest of them no immediately. There's no point of us being here. The whole point of us.
Well, this was 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
Sorry, it's very early. This is earlier than what everything's happening there. So if we want to like also kind of like boop, 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 boop,
yeah.
For some of these things after the distribution happened, I went immediately to essentially put in place my own traps here at the Academy if he comes back here. If he attempts to use the teleportation circles, they won't work.
Would he still be there?
He may be. We can head there now and then meet up with your friends. But I worry that if he's not there and he heads back to the Academy, he'll find a means of escape otherwise.
Septimus will.
Sorry, in retrospect, I probably should have did this first. In timeline fashion.
It's all right. Why can't I?
This would be around the same time that
Yeah.
Jacquet is finishing and distributing the papers.
Just Septimus would immediately just sending Jacquet.
Answers on the phone.
Yeah,
Yes, who is it?
I think he can still. I think he can still hear you.
Yeah, if you can still hear me.
I can still hear you.
Yeah. I would send to him. Jacquet, troubling news. Sigil scried on Cadmus last night. Said he was not in his chambers, but at the Hyvin Times. Where are you now?
Now imagine this is like at the same time that you would be handing off a stack to Fyrn to distribute. So we're not reversing too much.
At the Hyvin Times? Cadmus? That doesn't make sense. We're at the Commodore's office distributing the pamphlets now. Should we meet you at the Times? Should we find him there?
I'm gonna retcon positioning and say that you told Sass and Fyrn to meet you at the Commodore's office to distribute the papers.
Mm-hmm.
To fix my error.
All good. Yeah, I think that I had imagined Fyrn definitely would have been there already because he was bringing his boys, and then Saskia drunkenly wanders up.
Just to reflect on Michael's knowledge, that horn that you have, is there a range on that? Or
600.
I think it's 600.
That'd be less than the distance between the two of us. Right.
Yeah, 600 feet. So not that far.
Yeah.
It wouldn't reach the library.
Yeah. No, I'm just that. I didn't think so. I just wanted to check. I would cast it.
I think Mike might cast sending again.
Yeah, I would cast another sending and say, you take the team to the Hyvin Times. Sigil and I will stay here. His means of escape are teleportation, so we at least need some cover here. Is there a time limit of when he could respond? Or is it immediately?
It's immediately, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
because there's a
How
more
many was that,
powerful
Shannon?
spell that would give you.
Yeah, I know.
Shannon, how many does he have
Shannon,
left?
Did I say how much was that?
We'll say
Shit, I
5.
think-
It was you were between 5 and 6, I think, or 5 and
Yeah.
4. So we'll say 5.
I'll message again in 10. Or how long would it take them if they're running from to get the commerce office to the Hyvin Times?
Oh, it would take them like a couple minutes. It's in the same circle.
Then yeah. I'll just
Okay. Couldn't he just cast teleports? Jesus Christ. Couldn't he just cast teleports and be out of there in a wink? I think it might be best if we all join up. Maybe have Sigil stay at the academy, and you meet us at the Times.
Fair.
I assume Cadmus is a strong mage to be in the position he's at. And if a confrontation happens, we need you here with us.
I'm not going to use another sending.
Don't. Yeah.
But Septimus will relay that to Sigil. Like, you stay here. My friends may need me. If he's already has this power to manipulate himself to your scrying, he might just be able to teleport from where he is.
It's possible. Yes. If Cadmus is who he really is. But go. I will monitor things here. I will distribute my birds throughout. Keep an eye on the entire grounds. If I notice Cadmus come back here, I will alert you immediately.
Please do. And Septimus would not just say anything else and just start bolting.
Yep. All right, I'll say it's not difficult for you all to arrive at the Hyvin Times at the same time. So Septimus comes running up as the three of you come running over.
You didn't see him anywhere last night. Who were you with? What were you doing? Sigil said he saw him sitting alone at a desk, writing.
What? What? I haven't seen anything with Cadmus.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay. But if Cadmus is using some kind of magic to cloak himself, how will we even know which one he is? Do any of you have true sight? Or something to that nature?
I don't think any of you do.
I mean, I do, but I didn't wear it.
Oh, that's fair.
Detect magic.
Detect magic could detect illusory enchantments.
I can make magic go away.
You'd have to
But
have
you
a
need
target,
to know
though.
what to target.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I could detect magic.
I mean, if there's anybody in particular that you're suspicious of. If he was sitting at a desk, right? And who do we think that might be?
But this was also how long ago? Things have changed.
Igon had a
This
helm
was
of telepathy that would be useful in this situation.
Said it was probably
Alright.
been about 45 minutes ago now.
Well, let's go in there. Try to be somewhat inconspicuous. We'll survey the area and start moving through.
before
Okay.
that, do you want me to try and look at him to scry again and see if I can
No,
see what room
keep
it
your
is?
spell slots for anything that's coming.
Yes,
Alright.
Sigil also said that he manipulated the scrying to be undetectable.
Ah, all right.
Did he say what desk he was sitting at?
He said it was difficult. Just a desk.
I will
It
say,
looks like-
for all of your knowledge, because this is very early in the morning, like the streets are empty. Like if
Right.
Cadmus is in there, there's probably no one else in there.
Well, aren't they also releasing their paper in the morning?
Yeah, I guess that's true, but they don't release it at the crack of dawn in the same way. So it would,
Oh,
if anything,
okay.
it would be people arriving. You know from the past, from submissions, that they print their papers the night before, so they're not like printing in the morning.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, so Jacquet goes, scratch all that information we just discussed on false assumptions. I think it'll be pretty quiet in there. We see someone at a desk working, we surround them and move in. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yes.
I spit out the gum that you gave me. My teeth are now shiny. Pearly white.
Well, I think they would have had to have been somewhere close to white to begin with.
Saskia has very
And
good
based
dental
on
hygiene.
based on everything you have ever used to discuss Saskia, I imagine her mouth is
It's
very
disgusting.
pretty.
Okay,
They're
so
not purple anymore.
you go to the front door of the
Mhm.
Hyvin Times through their little vestibule that just has like
Prior to
the.
going in, I'll use detect magic.
Okay, so you'll cast detect magic before going in. It'll last for 10 minutes, plenty of time to investigate the area. When you go for the door is locked.
Jacquet is going to pick the lock.
What? Is that what rogues do?
Go ahead and give me your check.
Actually, do we go in loud or do we go in quiet, guys?
Fyrn just looks at him with he raises one eyebrow.
You know his vote.
Is it quiet for now?
Oh, fuck, I don't want to be the tiebreaker. Loud. We go in loud. Just get it fucking over with.
All right, so Jacquet is going to take out his he had his doorway scepter and chained it into the thieves' tools and then turns it back, and then he just swings it around and wraps it on the door, casts knock through it, and I imagine just unless it's magical.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's the standard
Yorke
front door
sports.
lock of the Hyvin Times.
Fyrn casts haste on himself.
So the door unlocks and there's the loud knock noise.
Audible up to 300 feet.
Audible up to 300 feet. Sorry, I'm just really quickly.
Oh, good dog.
It doesn't just like open the door, it just unlocks it, right?
I believe it opens it if it's not.
That's what
magical.
I wanted to check.
A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred if the object is multiple, locks only one. Blah blah blah. Arcane. I mean, I don't know. Depends how you want to play it. It doesn't say that it blasts open because I guess that's more of a thaumaturgy type thing where you can slam doors and stuff. But I guess Jacquet will do the knock and then Fyrn can just kick the door in.
Yeah. No, this is
Whatever.
we don't need to focus so hard
Right,
on
yeah.
the mechanic of that. The loud knock happens in Fyrn, that's your cue to kick the door in.
Yep. Yeah, and I would imagine Fyrn is full, regalia, rushing in, immediately going on search and destroy, rushing in as if it were a battlefield.
Okay. Fyrn running in. imagine Ithil Dagnir out and ready as you all follow in immediately behind him. Fyrn,
Summon my scimitar.
Fyrn, who would go in second behind Fyrn?
I would volunteer since I'm trying to detect if there's any illusory magic.
Okay,
And then I'll go
Fyrn
after Septimus.
and Septimus, give me perception checks. And you two can give me perception checks to follow up, but they will have a specific potential.
Jacques is staying out of the way. So in case anything was going to blast through, he's not in the way.
I got a nat 20, Sean, for a 24.
I got a 22.
Nice.
22 and 24?
Septimus and a perception. Let's go.
I love it. Okay. So Septimus and Fyrn would see something before the other two. And then what did the other two of you get?
24.
24. Okay.
17.
Okay. All right. So Septimus and Fyrn, upon kicking in and looking in, this is not for combat, but I actually need the two of you to give me quick initiative rolls just to check something.
Nice.
There it is.
I got a 6, you got a 3.
Wow. The thing that's horrible about this is that I thought that you guys would beat what I rolled.
Those aren't initiative rolls, though.
Fucking bold of you. Have you met me?
All right. Then what the two of you see is the remnants, like sort of like the last second of what is clearly some kind of like there's not enough time for it to be a powerful spell, but you see the clear like of like a misty step as the rest of you break in. You got 17 and 24. You two would not see this, but all of you now are looking at an empty floor of the Hyvin Times. Now, when you come in, there's that little like rectangular section that has the front desk. That's just a long desk that opens up to the open space of the mezzanine floor where all the desks are with the typewriters. There's just some sort of that like arm that goes up and down to get between them, or you could just hop over it. It's not a difficult terrain or anything. But you all burst in. Septimus and Fyrn see that someone has misty stepped. It's unmistakably like a misty step, not like a dimension door or a teleport spell. So whoever was here is still in the vicinity.
I would immediately just do fucking a 360 looking around because detect magic is 30 feet, and maybe if I can get an aura of somewhere. And I know Misty says 30 feet. I know that's not immediate, but I'm looking while Fyrn might do something else.
Excellent. Fyrn, well, let's do an initiative roll just to play this out as like a skill challenge of this pursuit. All right, 20 to 25.
Oh, God, both of you.
I rolled a nat 20 on the perception check. Just remember that.
That's the thing you didn't need.
15 to 19.
19.
15.
10 to 15.
Neither of them.
5 to 9.
5.
6.
All right, so Jacques, you and I'll say it's a free action like Fyrn or Septimus could have said they misty stepped. So Jacques, Saskia, Septimus, Fyrn is the order of things. Jacques, they said they misty stepped. What do you do?
All right. Jacques is going feral. He's gonna feline agility. He's gonna take out Samari. with the 2 little glowing modules in it. And he's going to survey the room, seeing that really the only way out, or like the only place where they could have feasibly gone, is up on the mezzanine area, correct?
Yeah, like there's the windows of this building are very much like think like loft apartments built in old factories. Like they're those almost full walled with brick lines between them, and then the mezzanine, and then the offices on the mezzanine that have more like, and you've been in those offices because you talked with the editor-in-chief. You know that the only windows that are like someone could actually get out of are in those offices.
Okay. So I'm gonna quickly do a scan. Is there, from my position, anywhere I can see? Because first, to Misty Step, you have to be able to see where you're going.
Correct.
So is there any open door or any sign of movement on that second level?
Yeah, absolutely. The no perception check needed because you're just looking at an obvious thing. There are 2 doors open. There's one that's in the direct back. So just to give kind of like this is like a 50 by 50 box, this whole area.
Okay.
You guys are currently in the front area that is the like waiting area. So if you're just like thinking of it in a general shape, it's like this. You guys are in this front little area, and there's the back, left and right. These are the stairs up to the mezzanine on the left and right, and there's a door open up here. There's a door open there to your left.
All right, so I am going to run 60 feet, basically climbing up the side of the wall with my climb speed to get up to that mezzanine in the most quickest direct route possible to get to that first door, to look inside, and then if I don't see anything, I will use the rest of my movement to get to the next open door.
Okay. So 60 feet will get you right to, with the climbing, because the mezzanines are about 20 feet up. It's a taller ceiling. You are able to get right to that first open door. And you look in and you see like, an office of some kind of higher powered editor. No open windows or anything like that.
All right.
The room looks undisturbed. It has that stillness of the morning, that smell of dust.
And we are going to bonus action dash.
Excellent. And that maintains your feline agility speed?
Yep. Actually, oh wait, Sean, is it dim light or darkness in here?
Dim. There's nothing lit. Right. There's no candles or anything. The windows don't let a lot of light in. The offices have like bright light in them, but because they have better windows. But all the windows are also kind of like have that like muted glass look to them.
So we're going back in time.
Okay.
Jacquet grabs the edges, of his cloak of the bat, and he's gonna fly up there with his 80.
This will definitely give you the ability to check both rooms. Your movement speed would have too, but it's but you would have just like been able to like step into the other room. You wouldn't have been able to move as freely. So Jacquet Batman's up to this first one, peeks in, sees it's undisturbed, the windows are closed, and Batman's over to the other one, where you would have full range of movement in the room. And you do see an open window in that room.
Okay. So then I'm gonna call out to everyone.
Uh-oh. More time travel.
More time travel.
No, I had to discern where the person is. Whether or not they were in the room when you got there, or they'd already gotten out in some way, but they're not in the room.
Okay. Shouting back to the rest of the group. Open window, back of the building. Circle around, see if you can get him. And then dashing to get 160 flying speed movement. Jacques will go up to the window. Not out yet, but go out to look.
The window to look. Okay. Without a perception check, you just see the alleyway behind and then you see like the rooftop of like a residential building behind the Hyvin Times. You look down, you look across, there's nothing there. Given the amount of time that you got here, the person is either like you would be able to perceive that they probably are, you'd be able to see them if they had like jumped to the other roof. Or if they jumped down, truthfully, you probably would have been able to see them there too. Extrapolate from that what you will.
Jacques is going to go up onto the roof of the Hyvin Times.
Okay. When you climb up onto the roof with the remainder of your movement, you would see there on the center of the roof is the person you're pursuing. They are currently have their hands out like this with shadows all around their hands. And they are the visage of Kellen.
Calling out, he's on the roof, and he's gonna take out Samari, cock it, load it, get it. Well, not load it, that's actually a thing. But he lights up the one of the modules, and he says, Kellen, what the fuck is going on? And I'm going to hold my action to fire should this entity do something that I don't like.
All right, I just
basically making like no sudden moves. What's going on?
Okay. Saskia, what are you doing? I'll have the person on their turn respond to you.
Having heard Jacques say on the roof, I will cast Dimension Door and I will bamf myself up onto the roof, and I will take Septimus. Can I take one person?
You can, but do you need to see where? You don't need to see where you're going with Dimension Door.
It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe.
Okay.
And you can teleport one willing creature. Yep. So I will take. I'll take Septimus and bamf us both up to the roof. And then just when we see what's going on, seeing wherever Jacques is, I want to like spread out so that we're starting to surround him.
Okay, so Jacques would be on one end of the roof, basically, and the two of you would be on the other end of the roof with the person in the middle of you guys.
Yeah.
So then I'll like push Septimus, like, go that way.
Push him prone?
Yeah. No.
Falls down. He's like, oh, my robot arms.
No, I push and I hit the metal arm, like, oh, fuck. And then just kind of circle. And I did declare that I have my scimitar out. So I'll just hold that and just kind of like holding it and waiting to see what's going on. Because that was my action. So just using my movement to kind of pace.
Okay. All right. So you do that. Septimus, it's not your turn yet.
I do that.
Oh boy. This is when the DM thought the bad guy was going to get away moment.
Never underestimate his Jacques.
I know. I forgot about your unbelievable movement speed. Like I fully thought that this would not turn into this. So give me a moment to catch my breath. This is not the battle map I set up.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He teleports all of us.
So, Saskia and Septimus, you are on the rooftop. You, for purposes of this, you teleported like straight up, I imagine. onto the roof. So like behind you, there's, I would say, just to give everyone clarity of the field, it's the same size, the 50 by 50. There's a slight lip on the rooftop where there is, waist high or depending on your height, knee high lip to the rooftop ledge. There are like, I would say 4 like sun windows, triangular sun windows that go down to below. So like even like Fyrn down below, like looking up through one of those, like well actually no, he's in the middle, so you wouldn't see one because they're kind of situated in the corners. Jacquette, are you still flying?
No,
you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't, because the light is out there. You wouldn't be able to. So
that's right.
You would have been able to use your just to get to the roof, basically. So you're basically identical on the other side, where the 3 of you have 5 feet of roof behind you. It's Kellen's turn. Septimus on deck. Kellen is standing there with this shadow magic around his hands, and he's kind of looking back and forth, the green scales. And he's looking, and you can tell that he's deciding what exactly to do next and say to Jacquette's question of what's going on here, or what are you doing? And you see his form melts to Cadmus.
That bastard.
What the fuck?
I suppose the secret's out then. Or most of it, I suppose. You won't be getting answers from me today. I have more work to do. And then he'll push his arms like this between you with his hands, and from his hands fires eldritch blasts.
So with that, I would be firing first.
Yes, you will get the fire off first.
Cool.
He's a fucking warlock.
No advantage on this. But so double check to make sure that this is actually set up with all the right things. All right, so that needs to be up. Okay. All right. Nat 1.
Oh. Your bolt hits Septimus straight between the eyes. No.
Yes. I need more parts.
He fires these eldritch blasts, and the camera goes slow motion as your bolt is flying through the air through these blasts. And I'll say, like, just for the theatrics of it, you don't miss. The eldritch blast burns through your bolt before it could even hit him. And he fires the 3 bolts of eldritch blast at one to each of you.
Counter spell?
It's a cantrip.
Damn it. I know it's a cantrip. Cantrip.
Counter trip.
Counter trip.
Or
it
cantrip is still a spell. I would just advise strongly not to spend a counter spell on a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell.
So it says a spell.
A cantrip would count as a spell.
Okay, but yeah. I was hesitant to do it anyway, so it's
like
too late.
Can't trip.
I hesitated. Moment's over.
You think about it for a moment, and the reaction is no longer available. All right, so first one, we're going to go against Jacquette. Okay. 26 to hit.
Yep.
All right. Is going to be 14 points of force damage.
Okay.
And it is a repelling blast.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Oh, no. Oh,
Sorry.
no.
I realize that I have a feature I can use here. I'm going to use... Oh, fuck, what is it? Sorry. Oh, well, so I was still going to do Uncanny Dodge to reduce the amount of damage that I take. But he'll still get that pushing off.
All right, I'm gonna roll each attack to then put it all together in one scene.
Mm-hmm.
Septimus 22.
Just misses.
Really? All right.
Nice.
And then Saskia is a 25.
Yeah.
All right, Saskia, you take 14, or not 14. Sorry, that's wrong. It's 9 points of force damage. So, as he says, I have work to do. Jacquet fires the bolt. He fires the 3 Eldritch Blasts out. 2 of them make contact, one of them burning through the bolt. Jacquet and Saskia, you get pushed. How far is Repelling Blast?
It's 10 feet, because I also have it.
So you both get pushed off of the rooftop and fall down. Septimus, I imagine it's pretty cool. You I imagine your metal arm comes off. Yeah, or your metal arm comes up and it just and fire bounces off into the sky and dissipates. But the other 2 of you are going to fall 45 feet.
Oh no!
Did you say Eldritch Blast? How much was it? 9?
9, yes.
9. Okay.
Lucy, stop it.
So that would be 4d6 fall damage.
This is every 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a D2? No, a D3.
No, there's no half measure. 14 bludgeoning damage to the 2 of you as you fall and hit the ground. Jacquet in the alley in the back. Sass, yours sucks. You hit the stairs that lead up to the Hyvin Times and roll down them. But Septimus, stalwart as ever, it bounces off of you as there's sort of a cocking of Cadmus head to you, which brings us to Septimus.
You freaking bastard. Septimus would say. Oh. I always knew not to trust you. As Septimus will
You shouldn't trust anybody in Hyvin, darling.
attempt to hold person.
Our word.
Nice.
Counterspell.
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What?
That's how Counterspell works now.
That's what?
That's how Counterspell works now.
Oh, really? 27.
You beefy fucking boy. His DC is definitely not 27. So your spell goes off, so he'll have to make his roll. So what is what is the save on hold person?
18 wisdom.
He gets a 21. So you're
That was just a sheesh.
so your spell, you can see the Machina's magic starting to restrict his muscles and his arms to stop moving, and then he breaks through it. Almost like the runic sigils of Machina trying to slowly pull him together, and then he shatters them. Strength of Machina is not as powerful as you think.
I think that's all I can really do.
Any bonus actions
No.
or movement?
How far am I from the ledge?
You are 5 feet from the ledge.
And how far is he from me?
From you, let's see if you're 25.
I'm gonna move to be 5 feet
Or
from
actually
him.
20. You'd be 20. Sorry.
I'm just gonna move up to him. I'm getting away from the ledge, and I'm just gonna move up next to him.
That makes sense.
Give him a
That's what
kiss.
yeah, like after the spell fails, I
gonna try
imagine
to-
you do like a slow walk up to him.
Yeah, I'm trying to just be menacing after he insulted Machina.
Okay. Fyrn, you are up.
Hey, okay, so Sean,
Mhm.
due to haste, I have double speed, so I have 60 feet of movement, and I've been in this building before. So is there any way that Fyrn would think that he can like logically get to the roof within that amount of distance? 60 feet?
Does he see Sass and Druquette's bodies fall?
He wouldn't see Jacques because Jacques is in the back, but he would have heard Sass's body hit the outside.
Also, the big fuck when I impacted it.
Should have teleported me. I don't know what to tell you.
Fear doesn't help her out of spite. You would have 120 full movement if you dashed. So
Correct, but I was seeing if I needed to do that.
I mean, if you dash with a climbing speed on the outside,
do you have a
Or
climbing
not
speed?
with-
Or with the
not
half?
with a climbing speed. Yeah, but with the half, that should still be enough to get up, right?
Yeah, he should be able to get up there with that. Let me just calculate how much speed he'd have left after. So you would only need to use your movement can get you to the rooftop. You would need a dash to get up to him.
Okay, so I'm going to use the dash from my haste action so I won't get another attack from my haste.
Nice.
I'll get the dash instead.
Very nice.
So Fyrn straight up he runs outside, sees his friends falling, basically just like takes a leaping jump up to the like lands on top of the like awning or the sign that's like the Hyvin Times, like maybe kicks off the S from Times, so it's just Hyvin Time now.
I love that.
And just starts crawling up the top of the to the top of the building at like blazing speeds. Gets up there, looks and sees this guy and just gives him a dirty smile, runs towards him and starts whacking. So first strike.
Something I want to say real quick that it may not come up now, Septimus, because you're kind of distracted by the fight, but something you'll notice over time while you're here is that there's no illusory magic on Cadmus. Even before he dropped the form of Kellen, there was no illusion magic on him.
What was there any magic?
Other than like his latent magic from being a spellcaster, you saw no enchantment upon him to make him look like Kellen. But Fyrn, go ahead and smack him in the face.
Please and thank you. First is a 19. Do I crit on 19s, Sean? I doubt it.
No, you do not.
Not.
But that,
all right, so
that just
31
hits.
to hit.
Oh,
it's a
you rolled a
31 to
19.
hit,
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit.
So that's 19 bludgeoning damage, 9 cold damage. He has 1 stack of coldness, whatever that is. 1 stack of frostbite, reducing his movement speed to 10 by 10 feet. I'm going for a second attack. Actually, first I'm going to say that I used my fighting style ability to knock him prone. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Where the heck is Topple? I need to know what the number is.
21 for the con save.
Okay, so that's probably not going to go through, but yes, con saving throw, DC 8 plus 5 plus ability modifier to make the attack. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming a 20.
Strength. It's strength and proficiency plus 8.
7 plus 8. So for future reference, that's 15, but don't worry about that. So now I'm going to make a second attack. 28 to hit.
Hits.
$20 bludgeoning damage. 10 cold damage. Attempting to topple for the second time. Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
18.
18, thank you.
He passes with a nat 20.
Damn, okay. Well, at least I'm going through his good rolls. Alright. Another final regular attack. 29 to hit. I'm rolling hot too. For 20 bludgeoning damage. 5 cold damage. I also want to specify that I'm doing non-lethal all over the place.
Yep.
Sean?
Yep. How much was the damage again?
20 bludgeoning, 5 cold.
Okay. Anything else, Fyrn?
Constitution saving throw for him, please.
That one
Do I
he
have a
does.
thing that pushes people?
It depends on your weapon, and if you have it
I
in
have
the
Tactical Master, which will allow me to do
push,
and it doesn't even require a saving
so you could
throw.
do the push instead if you want.
Nah, let's just do the slow. So, it reduces his speed by 10 feet by the start of his next turn. So now, another damage reduction to his slowness. He has 3 stacks of coldness on him, which means that he has a minus 30 feet because it's 2 10s and another 10. So he literally can't move if he just has 30 feet movement speed. And he gains the fragile condition, meaning I can hit on a 19 or a 20 now.
There you go.
And I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast blindness deafness on him. He has disadvantage on the saving throw because of me attacking him. If I attack somebody and hit them with a melee attack, if the next saving throw they have for a spell that's cast
Is that an Eldritch Knight thing?
Yeah, it's an Eldritch Knight thing.
Okay.
But it's like one round. As long as I keep hitting him, he'll keep having disadvantage, but I have to keep hitting him, sort of thing.
What kind of save is it?
It is a Constitution saving throw. And this is to deafen him.
Deafen him? Okay. That is a 17.
With disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he passes, so I had a con 14 on that, so no Duke dice there. I should have hit him 3 more times.
Yeah, you might have taken him out with 3 more hits because you've already dealt 83 damage to him.
Or I could have froze him to death with the stupid stack for the dumb move that I have. 5 stacks of frostbite gets the frozen condition. I don't even know what that does, but I'm sure it's bad.
Jacquette, you're up.
Okay. Jacquet will spend half his movement to stand up. Move 15 feet up the wall.
Okay.
Dash to move another 30 feet up
Mm-hmm.
to get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still have 15 feet when I reach the top. Or wait, 40. No, so I only have 5 feet when I get to the top.
Yeah, because if you're
Right,
not
'cause it's
using
40 feet tall.
Yeah. Yep.
So then he's just gonna move a little further away from the edge.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna shoot.
Go for it.
But his friends are
So sneak attack.
there. So if I can fucking hit, Jesus Christ, that's a 15.
Not gonna hit.
As Jacquet's like, Bruce, what the fuck did you give me, you stupid stack of wine?
Stack of wine.
As that ends his turn.
Okay. Saskia, you're up.
I assume I'm prone on the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. I will use half my movement to get up. And as I'm grumbling up the stairs using the rest of my 15 minutes, I was like, that's my fucking spell. Using 15 feet, can I see him?
No. They're in the middle of the roof. The only way to see him is to be on the roof because it's a flat top building.
But I want to see him.
Yeah, Sean, do you ever think of that?
Shit.
I didn't think of that. Sorry, Sass. You can actually see him.
Excellent.
No, you can't.
Fuck.
Don't you forget didn't you forget those X-ray goggles that you gave to her 3 sessions ago?
You
Yeah, right.
shush.
Do I have to? Yep, fuck. All of these I can see. Well, that foils all of my plans. You know what? I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step onto the roof, and then I will only fire 3.
The roof is more than 30 feet up.
You said I fell down the stairs.
Yeah. No, you fell off the roof
fell off
onto
the roof.
stairs.
No, yeah, you fell off the roof onto the stairs. I meant like literally the like little steps in front of the. That was just for flavor. You're on the. You're 45 feet below. You can Misty Step onto the H of the Hyvin Times sign.
Great. So then I will do that, kick it off so it's the Ivan time. And
What's with the vandalism?
Would I be able to
How much movement speed do you have left?
50?
No. You don't have a climbing speed, so it's twice it's a difficult terrain basically.
Dash.
You can dash and you would get up there.
Yeah, then I can't do nothing.
And you're also right at the ledge again.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's going to be concerned about Eldritch blasting you off when he has Fyrn and Septimus on top of him, and Fyrn just dealt 83 damage to him.
You can go prone, and then he'll have disadvantage if he tries to do it.
You know what? I'm just
Just lie down.
And I guess saying I did describe that there was a lip, so if you were prone, he can't knock you off.
I don't know. If I Misty stepped onto the sign, hypothetically,
Yes.
and then I Eldritch blasted the sign and used repelling blast.
No.
Can I shoot myself up?
Nope.
You have levitate. Why don't you?
I do. I just looked at it.
Misty Steps a spell. You can't cast Levitate in the same turn.
Great. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Misty Step and just like balance on the sign and just wait for my next turn to get the fuck back up there.
Okay. All right. You have Misty Stepped onto the H of the Hyvin Times.
Great. So anybody who walks by is it's gonna look real silly.
All right, excellent.
You're what is it? Pirates of the Caribbean wobbling like.
I was literally just thinking it. I'm Jack Sparrow and ended up there. It's like on the rafters.
You guys are ridiculous. All right. It is Cadmus's turn.
What did Jaquette do?
He got up there and shot. He missed. He's going to cast a spell.
Job.
He's going to teleport.
No.
Not
Yeah,
the
that
teleport
makes
spell,
sense.
but you can still see him because he uses the far step spell to teleport 60 feet away. And you can see that he is teleported to the next roof over. This roof is more of a pointed roof. And then you see him scramble over the edge. So he is out of your sight once he uses his movement speed. You can't see what he does after that.
Does he have any movement speed?
You're correct. So you see him at the edge of the peak of this thing. Which makes me I need to check something. Okay. So you see that he is on the other roof, 60 feet from where he was. He can't move. Also, I shouldn't have said that he dashed. He can't dash. He used his action to cast the spell. Wait, no, that spell's a bonus action. So he does have an action. So he's just going to shoot you guys with a Eldritch Blast. All right. Thankfully, from his angle, he can't knock Jaquette off. But he's not going to attack Jaquette. He's going to attack Fyrn and Septimus. So he wants to push you guys back so you have less room to chase him. All right, Septimus first. 25.
Hits.
Okay. It's going to be 15 force damage, and you're pushed back 10 feet. Fyrn. 24.
Can I cast shield? Yes, I can. I'm gonna do that. Just out of spite.
Yeah. All right, so that doesn't hit you.
I'm doing it for intimidation factor, Sean.
Yeah. He is actually gonna shoot one at Jaquette, even though he can't push him off. He wants to push him back, knowing how fast he is.
He wants to get him.
I don't think that's gonna hit with a 16.
Boo, no, it won't.
All right, so an Eldritch Blast fires, and I imagine, like, Septimus, you even, like, put your arms up, and it does kind of, like, but it still pushes you back and damages you, as Fyrn, your shield dissipates it, and Jaquette just whizzes past your head.
Yeah, Fyrn sees it coming straight for his head, and he casts shield over his face. So it just like an ice shield just like covers. It's like an ice mask that just like shoots the thing off in different directions. And you just see like he hasn't like blinked as the shards of ice are just shattering all around his face.
Absolutely. That's the end of his turn. Septimus, you're up.
So he teleported to the other roof.
Mm-hmm. There's a 10-foot gap.
Away?
He's 60 feet from where he was. There's a 10-foot gap between the two rooftops.
What are the rules for jumping again?
Long jumps.
If you're running.
long jumps, you need 15 feet of movement, or I'm sorry, 10 feet of movement of running, which you'll have. And then I always forget if it's I think it's your strength score is the distance. Score. But let me double check that. Nope, that's the jump spell.
Number of feet up to your strength score.
Yep, so whatever your strength score is, the distance you can jump.
Perfect. I'm wearing a belt of giant strength. The Septimus is gonna go fucking just fucking send it. He's going to run and try to jump from roof to roof.
All right, let me just check one other thing. I hate that. All right, so you're going to run. So you are.
Yeah, how far would I be from the ledge? First off,
20 feet from the ledge.
So that would be 20 feet. My movement speed, or my walking speed. Then I'm gonna go jump. Might as well jump. Bam, bam.
Is that from something?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use the 10. You can jump the 10 feet, which will, Stefan, jump pulls from your movement speed, right?
Yes.
I was like, it'd be insane if you could jump 23 feet without affecting.
This is not Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. All right. So
my action.
So then to get
movement.
To get there, you would use the 20 feet, and then you jump 10 feet, and you land there. So you use 30 feet of movement to get to the edge of the roof.
Mm-hmm. And jumps in action.
Correct. Bonus action?
Jumps in action?
Yes, jump is an action. Jump has always been an action.
How far away is he from me now?
Or I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking
actually,
at
jump,
it,
I think, is a movement. I think it uses movement speed, so it's not an action.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movement speed thing. So no, you do have your action. Jump's an action in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, how far away is he from me?
From you.
That would make him 30 feet away.
Yeah, he's 30 feet away from you. Yeah.
I get blasted off this thing. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep chasing him.
You action dash?
Get up on him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you use your 30 feet with your dash action to get up to him. So you are now on top of old Cadmus. All right.
You're not going anywhere.
Fyrn, you're up. So it's the same distance. So you would need the 20 feet and then the 10 feet of movement to jump.
Okay, I'm going. I have double movement though, so I don't have to dash.
I wasn't telling you that you need to dash. I was telling you the distance. That it's the same for you.
No worries. I'm doing the same thing though. I'm jumping over. I'm running up to him.
All right. So then you can you have 60 feet, right?
Yep.
So you can get up to him with your action still in play.
Okay, here we go again, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was almost an 18, but it's a 14 to hit, Sean.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, because I missed on that attack, I get
advantage on your next
attack.
Correct.
That is so fucking.
I know. Especially considering how easy it is for a fighter to hit often.
Yeah.
It didn't roll with advantage, and it's not letting me roll again.
Just roll again.
Okay. Yeah, I got 19. That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Jesus Christ.
So that's gonna be so I take the maximum damage first, right?
Yep.
So that's 24 bludgeoning, 12 cold damage.
Okay.
Careful you don't kill him.
It's all non-lethal, Sean. Non-lethal.
I think some of this. Let's make something very clear that not everything just can't be non-lethal, right? Magic generally can't be non-lethal.
You just
Freezing someone to death.
Yeah,
I think
you cannot. I feel like it's a reasonable thing to say that you cannot use the cold magic of the Ithildagnir and do a non-lethal hit. So if you're going to hit him non-lethally and you think it's going to
another time,
no, you just
I'm
just
gonna give him the frozen condition, and he's gonna take 66 cold damage.
No, what I would say is you have to not use the cold magic of the Ithildagnir. I think with an artifact weapon, you have control over that.
Oh, okay. Well,
That said, you would need, if you're non-lethally, that would mean Fyrn henceforth, because I'm deciding this now. If you're non-lethally, it means you can't use the cold damage.
So we will say that the cold damage that I've previously attached to him, was that like lethal damage?
We're going to say that was lethal damage. Everything you've done up till now is lethal damage.
Okay.
Because I'm also not going to, there's a lot of like things that would happen to the Ithildagnir because you basically are using it as a regular weapon then instead. Still has the pluses to it, but like, yeah, it gets complicated when we think about it in terms of the Ithildagnir because it's such a powerful item.
No problem, Sean. We'll just kill him. I just did. You got the.
I got the max,
and now damage, I roll a regular attack, right?
The regular damage for the attack, yeah.
Regular damage for the attack. So that's going to be 20 bludgeoning. 8 cold. How's he looking?
He's still alive, but he's fucking rough.
Okay.
Certainly bloodied. Certainly bloodied.
Maybe I'll keep him alive. We'll see if I can, eke out the last bit. So he has 4 stacks now. That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
Unless he gets 2.
It doesn't go beyond the 3.
No, it goes beyond the 5.
Oh, because 5 is the max. 5 is the max. Yeah, 4 doesn't do anything though.
So if I hit him one more time with the cold, it's gonna kill him probably. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna turn off the cold now after that attack.
Okay.
And I should have one more attack left, right?
Yep. And if you turn the cold off, you can make this non-lethal.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the cold off, and we're gonna roll a regular attack. 22 to hit.
It's this constant. 1 second, I just need to check something. It hits.
And okay. Last attack I slowed him again, so he's back down to 0 for his movement speed. And we're doing regular bludgeoning damage. We got a 21 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How's he looking there, Sean?
Still alive. I'll tell you if he's dead.
And then I get 1 more extra attack because of haste.
Yep, that's right.
So this is going to be another non-lethal, no ice.
Okay.
I got a 17. I don't think I could do
That's not going to hit.
Yeah, so I missed the last strike.
Oh shit, I have to roll something for this.
Oh, I should have just killed him.
No.
I think that's it for me. I have a bonus action. Can I do anything with that? Nah, okay, I'm good.
Jacquette, you're up.
Okay. I am going to non-lethally oh, words are hard. Steady aim fire
For it.
at him. Okay, there we go. That's a 31.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
And
you definitely have the potential, I think, to knock him out.
So I'm also, just in case, I am going to use the daze effect.
Yeah. I will say I didn't write this in them, but you do have to it's fine here, but you have to declare it before you shoot.
You gotta do it before.
Because it infuses the bolt, so it's used when you fire it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense. So he's gonna need to make a DC 16 con saving throw.
He made it with a 17.
Okay.
But you'll get the extra D4 damage too.
3, 11. Where's my sneak attack? 11 and 19 is 30. So 30 magical piercing because I'm using yes, and
module
then 3 lightning.
So that's 33 total.
Yeah.
You need to get 31. You knock him out.
Okay. So, and Jacquet is going to shoot him right through the back of the leg. Like I imagine, like he fired off those Eldritch Blasts, is turning to run, and the bolt just like fires finally. Like it's a heavy like thunk.
Yeah.
And the bolt lashes out, goes through the back of his knee, and pins it to the rooftop. As he then doesn't get dazed, but goes unconscious.
Yes. So you have knocked Cadmus out on this roof and pinned him. He's covered in the ice of the Ithildagnir too. And like you can see,
imagine he's like half frozen to it too.
Yeah. Like even the bolt like gets all this frost on it as he's pinned to the rooftop now and unconscious, and non-lethally unconscious. You don't have to stabilize him or anything.
Right.
So you've caught Cadmus when I did not think you would catch Cadmus.
Happy to help.
Which is excellent, though. It's one of those things I love, where I was like, this guy's going to get out of there. He's going to misty step away. His stealth was really good. He's going to just teleport rooftop to rooftop, get out of there before they even get to him. They can enter Jacquet with 160 feet of movement.
That's what he do.
All right. But we're going to take a break there and jump back in after that break to your capture of Cadmus. And this has all happened after the release, too. Like you already distributed the pamphlets. So like you have Cadmus and the pamphlets have gone out. So this stage 1 of your plan, perfectly successful. Yeah. All right, folks, we will be back shortly. Welcome back to Adrift in Aldhalor. Our heroes have just captured Cadmus Marvalo, the conspirator in the conspiracy of Hyvin, the not-so-fun elitist mage from the academy, who was disguising himself as Kellen and seemed to be doing something within the Hyvin Times. And they have now captured him, unconscious. You all are on the rooftop now. I'll just say, like, imagine as all of the commotion comes to an end is when Saskia, you like pull yourself over to see the fight is over.
Yeah, Fyrn just throws Cadmus on his shoulder and starts climbing down the second rooftop, trying not to cause any more property damage.
Yeah, it says you get on the roof and you see Fyrn climbing down with Cadmus.
What the fuck? Well,
Hey, could you fix that S for me?
yeah, I'll do it.
Thanks.
All right, where we gotta bring Cadmus? Should we go to Sigil in the library, or should we take him to Ducant in the Commodore's office?
You mean we're not gonna use the dungeon? I just built it.
The dungeon that you have does not have magical protections bestowed upon it.
I also don't think it's wise to carry the unconscious body of Cadmus all the way across the city.
The other thing to note for you, Septimus, for you, Septimus, for Sass, and for Jacquet, is that when Cadmus shifted from Kellen to Cadmus, his clothes did not change.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing basically Kellen's attire.
Sean, could I have I ever seen or heard of anything that has this sort of like natural shape changing ability?
You can make a nature check.
Nat 20 for 26.
26. Okay. The only thing that you've ever heard of that could naturally change their form, that's not illusory magic, is changelings, and they are incredibly rare species. They're and tend to not reveal themselves because they are so rare that people find them off-putting and distrust them. So they often completely blend into a society to avoid any discrimination. Those are the only types of like humanoids, Alma, that you can think of that have a natural shape-shifting ability that's not illusory magic.
I relay this information with the crew. I say, I've heard of a strange race that has this sort of ability, and relay. Do you think that, he most likely, unless he's affected by some sort of shadow magic, as we saw, that is not controlled by him but another, that's the only logical, way I think he could be caught, like, making this phenomena. And just to be clear, Septimus, you did cast magical protections on my fort, right? That wasn't all just gobbledygook.
No, it's to prevent creatures of certain affiliation from willingly entering your fort.
If they are a changeling, changelings are not. They're Alma. They're humanoids.
Right.
And that effect extends to anything that is besides an Alma.
So if we were to chain him up with no magical, capabilities in his hands, and watch him during food eating and stuff like that, it would be fine.
No, the problem is taking him across the city where everyone will see us. And it's quicker if we just go to Sigil in the library right here, or we go to Ducant at the Commodore's office. Sigil probably has the better protections, and that is where we should go. I was just trying to open up a conversation to give everyone a choice between A and B.
Oh, okay.
To say the same for Sigil. I feel like we should trust him and his halls. They're mysterious, but I think are the safest place that we could bring him right now.
Fyrn shrugs and says, "Very well then. I think it would probably do, good for our reputation to show them that we could handle business, but I understand the need for urgency and, fast, apprehension of this thing. We don't want any more surprise.
We need the city to first also get up and realize that Cadmus has betrayed them. We can't just go walking for there. We hold them up at Sigil's, wait for the day to progress, and we can decide how we want to approach his, I suppose, incarceration for his crimes.
Understood.
Sass, you had something.
Yeah, just as we're walking to Sigil's, can I search my warlock knowledge and see, like, knowing that he cast Eldritch Blast, like, I'm assuming that he's a warlock. Can I rack my brains and try and think of a way that why he might have a shape-changing ability?
Without any that. Well, one, that Eldritch Blast isn't only a spell that it can be cast by warlocks. So there's a certainty that he's a warlock or has some kind of warlock features. The only thing you can think of would be Disguise Self, but Disguise Self changes clothes unless he was doing it specifically to try to like throw things off. Disguise Self also shows up as in detect magic. Which I'm assuming Septimus, when Fyrn talked about the shapeshifting, would share that he did not see any illusion magic on him.
Yeah.
So Disguise Self would have appeared in that check.
Shannon, the player, thinks there might be. Thought there was another warlock ability where you could change your appearance that wasn't Disguise Self, but I might be probably misremembering something.
You're not misremembering something. You're thinking of Alter Self, which would show up in a check as well as a transmutation spell.
Okay.
So your instincts are correct.
Yeah. The Eldritch Evocation makes you cast Disguise Self, so it's the same as the spell.
And Alter Self allows you to change your appearance. And truthfully, this is a good instinct, because Alter Self would be the only spell besides Disguise Self that would change him but not his clothes, because Alter Self doesn't change clothes, Disguise Self does, because Alter Self is a transmutation, so it's a physical change of the body, whereas Disguise Self is an illusion. So like we've talked about in the past, if someone went to tap you on the chest, their hand would go through your clothes. Alter Self would be the spell he would be using if this was a spell. So good instincts.
One more quick thing before we venture to Sigil's.
Mm-hmm.
From when we entered the Hyvin Times.
Yes.
The misty step that he disappeared from was in front of a desk.
Correct.
Septimus would like to go to the desk and see if there's any written paper on that desk. Assuming that's the desk that he was writing that Sigil was.
Yeah. So no ifs, ands, or what's about it. He was at Kellen's desk, and he was writing an article about Jacquet. And the header for it is simply Savior or Zealot.
I won't spend the time now to read it, but he'll roll it up, grab onto it, as we'll make our way to Sigil's.
Excellent. And he had started writing it, but it's not very far into it. So you all go to Sigil's. No stealth checks required, but you do kind of like sneak through the halls of the academy, because it would look weird if you were carrying Cadmus' body through the academy. So you are able to kind of avoid crowds or any early risers as you get to the library, and the people in the library aren't going to question you because they're Sigil's people, and you bring him immediately to Sigil's office.
Fyrn just looks at the others and says, if what I assume is true and this creature actually is a changeling, it would make more sense if it took care of or did something to previous people to take their identity than using these two identities that we know of as, raising and, living two lives its entire life. That's very implausible. The real Kellen and the real Cadmus might still be alive somewhere. I don't know how, if they were involved with what's been going on, the corruption and the like, but it is clearly those machinations are the cause of this creature, but it might be wise to see if there's any family members of the victims.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point, Fyrn. You're right. And when we question this individual, maybe they'll just give up the information then. But I just realized something. I'll tell you guys later.
No, tell us now. What the hell?
No, it's okay. We go to Siggles.
Yeah. This is all in the hallway of Siggles, and then you get into the room, and Siggles at his desk, and he sees you drag Cadmus in. He immediately gets up in like a hurry, and he doesn't say anything. He's just sort of like a little flabbergasted, but he knew you were going after him, so he's like, "You've got him."
You were right. He was there at the Hyvin Times. He was killed. But he's knocked out now. Is there some place that we can store him? This is the first place I thought because of his magical abilities.
Sigil looks around and then he looks to you, Septimus. He says, Yes. To the stairway where you stayed last night. The room you stayed in. It's within my own domain. That'll be the safest place to keep him.
Lead the way.
When Fyrn, takes him, he's also, when he gets a second to put him down, he's going to make sure he doesn't have any secret weapons or anything. Basically, just strip him of all possessions.
Yeah.
Can we? Can we search this individual? Not pick his pockets. If he happens to have a lot of coin on him, I can't help myself. But more to see what incriminating evidence he might
have. You would find coin on him. Of course you find coin on him. But surprisingly nothing else.
How much coin?
100 actually I'm going to change it. 50 platinum.
Whoa.
Oh mama. Jacques sleight of hands that. Puts in his pocket for later.
Fyrn doesn't even care, honestly. He just is like, yeah, it's fine. The coin purse, it looks pretty heavy. He can have it.
Yeah,
I got my prize.
quite a small fortune on him.
I mean, that seems like it's more than a small fortune.
Yeah, I know, but this is a moment where Sean is channeling a classic DM who's just like, this is a reward for a difficult thing you accomplished, versus it being like he only had 10 gold on him to pay the,
Look, you could say 10 platinum and that's still a good amount.
I know.
Anyways, moving on.
It's too late now. Stop talking or I'll take 40 of it back.
We're upgrading the fort.
He was thinking of each of us. 10 apiece.
Well, it's in Jacquette's purse. Anyway, Sigil tells you to lay him down on the. Well, he just points you. He doesn't tell you to lay him down in the bed. He says, "This room will be safe." And you all now, every single one of you now have entered into the threshold of Sigil's domain, where you all feel that jump in your stomach as you've shifted out of reality.
Oh, what was that?
And you will also see the mysterious stairway that Septimus saw.
And what is that?
I didn't want to question at the time, but Sigil.
I think this is my domain. This is my own facility within the facility. This is where Bruce has been working. The next room over is where he had his office and bed. It's a protected demiplane.
Oh, that's pretty nifty. So bringing Cadmus onto the bed and putting him there, Jacquet will look around. Is there like a carafe of water or something?
Yeah, they'll say there was a carafe that was for Septimus.
Okay, cool.
Only a single glass's worth was drank from it.
All right, so Sigil, how well did you know Cadmus? Like, for your whole time here. How long has he been at the academy?
Cadmus has been here a long time. He was a well-known scholar. You can't get the connections he has at the academy without spending less than 10 years here. I don't know exactly when he started, but he's always been here when I was here.
And when did you join? Roughly. I'm just trying to establish a rough time frame of when Cadmus may or may not have been supplanted by this individual that may or may not be a changeling, as Fyrn said.
I have been here for 5 years.
So in that 5 years, would you say you got to know Cadmus somewhat? I know you two didn't always see eye to eye, but...
My interactions with him were often against my will. I did not know Cadmus' personal history well at all. I just knew him as a callous individual.
Was there anyone that you knew of that was close with him? Maybe somebody who hired him, or somebody who works in his department?
Well, there
who was there for a long time?
Well, there are many people who worked with Cadmus. Cadmus was interested in celestial mechanics, so he spent most of his time in the College of Naturalism. Aoife Valentine would have a lot of his files for his time here, but from my understanding, he kept a distance from everybody. He always had a mask, you could say, in the sense of he had his callous attitude and kept everyone at arm's length, except for the usefulness. He preferred to spend his time away from the academy.
Real quick, thanks to an observation from a party member. Jacquet doesn't trust Sigil, just given the past. And so, I guess throughout this, if you want me to make we can just use my passive insight of 22. Even if I roll, I can't get lower than a 22. But, Jacquet is basically trying to lie detector him.
Roll.
Okay. Nat 20.
Perfect. I asked you. 22 was not going to get you it, so that's why, and that was perfect. He's lying. He's 100% lying. He's not been here for 5 years, and he does not know. Right. And everything he said, I would say he has not been here for 5 years, but you do believe him that he does not know Cadmus very well. As far as a deeper knowledge, he knows Cadmus on a surface level, the way someone who spies on someone might know someone, or keeps accounts of a person.
Okay.
No, gotcha. He does not spying on. You can't discern he's spying on Cadmus from that, and he's not necessarily spying. It's that you can tell that he keeps numbers on Cadmus, and that he was not entirely truthful about his time spent here.
Right.
Which makes sense given the infinite hall library that he has here and his demi-plane. This would take longer than 5 years to set up.
Okay, so Jacquet, taking this kind of in stride, but still going, okay, so besides the fact that we're trying to trust you, but you can't even trust us to share basic information. To Fyrn's question, is there anyone you can think of that might be able to give us more information on the person that Cadmus was?
Like I said, Cadmus kept few friends here that were not just connections. He played the parties. He played the network. The only person I could think of who would have more knowledge of him is Eva Valentine, given that she is his supervisor. Or the connections that you saw in the pamphlet you released. Now, granted, those connections were probably kept at an arm's distance too. Like you said, he was likely manipulating people. Cadmus was an enigmatic fellow. He did not like people knowing him, beyond his connections and what he could gain from you.
Well, I guess we can wait for him to wake up and ask him some pointed questions ourselves.
Now, hold on. You said that Sigil has been lying to us?
I believe his words were distrust, not lies.
Well, you can't even tell us how long you've been at this academy for.
Everything that I say to you is in an effort to protect you and for your good.
That's what you think, but I think coming from where we are, it just shows us that maybe we can't trust you if you can't impart what I think is basic information about your tenure at an academy.
You believe I would allow you into the depths of my own home, my demi-plane, my most protected places, if I did not think that I could trust you.
I question why you hide some things from us and allow us this passage.
Well, you're right, I have not been truthful about my time spent here, but my time spent here is complicated.
Then say that.
If that is what you need to know, that is what you need to know. My time here is complicated given my own relationships. The own workings that I need to do to protect the goodwill that I try to impart upon this place.
If your secrets are for the good of many, I suppose you must keep them. But just so we are 100% clear, you had no idea that this creature was impersonating both Cadmus and Kellen, and you have no connection to them. Correct?
I of course have no connection to them. Nothing I've done has indicated I have connection to them. If I had connection to them, I would not have told you where he was. I would not have told you he was impersonating someone else. I would not have used a tremendous amount of my own power to bypass his defenses. Cadmus was a callous professor, as far as I knew, who sought riches over the goodwill of people.
Very well, then. We will entrust him to you to keep him safe before we...
You are welcome to stay here and watch over him.
I was gonna say, I'm not leaving until he wakes up.
Are we even sure that... I don't know. I was just thinking, are we even sure that this is Cadmus?
No, that's what Fyrn was saying. We don't know
and
who.
and we need to make sure that we do not just assume that is definitely the case. That is a possibility. Fyrn, you keep mentioning that it is complete fact. We don't know that for certain. We need to learn more about how long Cadmus has been at the academy, how long Kellen's been in charge of the Times. Stars too. That might be a good place to start after we speak when he regains his consciousness, because I'm sure when he comes back, he's not going to be saying much.
And I think it might be best if we don't let on this knowledge that we have that this individual could be a changeling, and could have assumed someone's identity.
Changeling.
I fear... are you familiar?
Yes, of course. It would explain why, if I'm surmising correctly from what you're saying, this creature impersonated your reporter contact?
Yes.
Correct.
And I believe impersonated my number 2, Reardon.
If this person is impersonating others, I cast scrying on him, on Cadmus, who I understood was Cadmus. Scrying does not show you an impersonator. It shows you the person. It doesn't necessarily mean that Cadmus has not been an impersonation, but this is whoever Cadmus is, whoever I know as Cadmus. Which does mean that I must be a little bit more honest with you. I've only been here for a year and a half of your time.
A year and a half and you've done all this?
I have substantial abilities. But I have only been here a year and a half, and I've only known Cadmus for a year and a half. So whoever this is has been impersonating Cadmus for a year and a half at least.
If we want him to be completely honest, I might have something that could help. It might be a bit drastic, but hear me out.
No. Okay. What's
Mm-hmm.
your drastic plan? And I'll suggest something a little more tame.
I also have a drastic plan.
I don't want to hear yours.
I will wrangle his, I suppose.
I also have a not drastic plan.
I have a spell.
We need Bruce back for a drastic plan then.
Sass.
I have a spell that I believe is pronounced Geish. I could try and command whoever this is to tell us the complete truth whenever they are speaking with us. And if they don't, they take some damage. We'd have to word it very carefully to make sure that there's not, any loophole. But it's a possibility.
Sorry. Real quick, I just feel like Fyrn's idea is actually really good and we should do it.
Your fucking private player chat.
Jesus Christ.
I'll let Clayton decide whether he wants to share with the professor.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely do. Fyrn would say, or I could just murder him and cast Speak with Dead. Then he would be forced to tell us the truth.
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
That's not how that spell works.
Right.
I actually have a crazy plan too now. If he doesn't ask her, I revivify him with the platinum we have, and then we kill him again.
Things got real dark real quick.
Perhaps I misunderstood your own moral compasses here.
It swings occasionally when we want to have a good laugh.
We could save the platinum, and I could just spend a spell slot, and I can spend some time getting the spell slots back.
I don't dislike that idea, but I was whipping something up. What's your spell save DC?
Mine, wisdom
Yeah.
18.
Okay, so similarly, I have this, and Jacques holds up 2 vials of liquid that I'll say are like kind of clearish, but they're like a little shimmery. Truth serum. I enhanced them last night. I can easily slip them into a drink that we offer this individual. I will then work some of my wily ways, such as cutting words and silvery barbs, to try and ensure a failure, in which case he will then have to speak the truth.
Plan A, Plan B.
Sounds good to me. Sigil, you had a thought?
I could scry on your friend Kellen. If you're trying to discern if this person is impersonating them and they are somewhere.
Oh, yes, please.
And you know of Kellen, right?
I know enough to attempt to scry.
Actually,
through you all, I know him, and I've no doubtly heard of his reporting.
So I actually have a potion of scrying.
You could do it as
you
well.
You gave me.
Oh, your birthday gift.
Yeah, I used one of them, the True Sight potion.
It's a good one.
Clutch. How would a potion of scrying work for me?
I would say it's similar. For the purposes of this, I would say it's exactly as if you're using a spell scroll for it.
Okay, perfect.
So would use your DC for it.
So would I have extensive knowledge of
You'd
the
have
target?
a better. You would know a lot more about Kellen than he does.
Trying to think if I would have anything of Kellen's. Has Kellen ever given me anything?
Did he give you a birthday gift? I don't remember. I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
I don't think you do.
No. All right. So, but I'll still, -5.
I mean, you could. You don't know if this is a really out there thing, but like ostensibly the Cadmus is wearing Kellen's clothes.
That's true. Yeah. So, Jacques will pick up the clothes that he knows Kellen used to wear and goes, "If this is really Kellen's, hopefully it works." And he's gonna down the potion that he got like 50 sessions ago.
What is your DC, and then what is the negatives from the extensive knowledge and the item potentially?
My spell save DC is 17. Extensive means that the save modifier is -5. If I have a target's garment or other possession, that's another -4. So -9 altogether.
You glug the spell or the potion. You will have, no matter what, the extensive, and you're hoping for the garment. Your eyes glaze over. Jacquet's eyes turn like an opaque white, and sort of this ethereal cloud goes over your eyes, and then they open up as the scrying eye, and you are looking at the room you are in and looking at Cadmus.
Oh, this is really fucking trippy.
And then you look at yourself.
Yeah.
I take it.
Oh, I don't look as good as I thought I should. And Jacquet shakes his head takes away the little bit of potion that's spilled out of the corner of his mouth and goes, well,
You could tell you're lying. Is that how it works?
No.
I take it they are but one and the same.
at least the Kellen that I know
How
is
long have
this
you known him
individual.
now? Less than a year and a half as well.
Less than a year.
Who's to say that he's not impersonating more than those two people?
Well, we can't assume that these people that is the question, whether or not these people had existed and this is an impersonator or he is just them.
Well, that's my theory.
He's manifested as these two individuals for a long time.
That's my theory. Is that yes? So, I don't know.
Sigil, have you ever met my compatriot Reardon?
Reardon.
He's kind of a medium height, kind of crazy hair. I've just
I saw him at your
now.
party. I saw him at your party.
Yes.
I met him
Yes.
then.
Let me give you a little more knowledge of Reardon. He was born, and so Jacques quickly tells a condensed life story of Reardon.
Okay.
He must be
and specifically
a birthday gift.
I've given him a lot of things. I don't think he's given me anything.
Oh my, he's Cadmus.
Yeah, there's nothing offhand. You know, like maybe there's like maybe there's a document that he gave me.
I would allow you to have had like a report that you have from him.
Yeah.
You would have had plenty of those things during the formal months of him being a spy master for you.
And if that doesn't work, I will at least do a minor illusion.
Yeah, you could do the full
so
thing so that we get the plus the -5 or the -9.
Okay.
Plus, Reardon's not very wise.
Right. Yeah. So I think whatever his DC, the save is going to have a -4 to it.
Wow, Reardon did roll well, but not well enough.
Cool.
Sigil does his little gestures with his hands that create the sigils. His eyes go bright. I see an individual in a dungeon. Stripped. That's all.
Did you say stripped?
Stripped, yes.
Okay. Shit. They got to him. So fucking stupid. How could I let that happen to Reardon?
What was the last thing that you sent him on?
To investigate the syndicate. And then the last 2 times I saw him, both times he questioned what he was supposed to be doing. The first time I thought nothing of it. And he also said that Kellen was looking for me. I waved it off and just reiterated my orders about doing the syndicate, but the second time he came to me, he was much more pushy. And given that I just told him earlier that day, or the day before, I thought something would be up, so I sent one of my other spies to follow him. When she left the den, Reardon was gone, nowhere to be seen, but Kellen was there in his place.
Well, that makes sense.
So Reardon may have been gone for up to a week now. I would have to go back and check when the last time I actually saw someone I think could be Reardon.
Then I suppose that could prove that these individuals do exist. And that's...
Sigil's scry would imply that Kellen and Cadmus do not exist.
Right.
But Reardon was not this figure. And Reardon was taken, and this person was impersonating Reardon. But Cadmus and Kellen are this person. They were always the one and the same, at least for, like he said, a year and a half. And truthfully, actually, not even like either this person has always been Cadmus or always been Kellen or a third person, because if he scryed on Kellen and saw nothing, Kellen is dead. He scryed on Cadmus and saw nothing, Cadmus is dead. This person has always been these two, as far as the people in this room know. Cadmus for sure, in the sense that at least a year and a half, they've been Cadmus. And Kellen has never known another Cadmus. Or, I'm sorry, Sigil has never known another Cadmus. And as far as Kellen, that one's a little murkier because he only knows him via Jacquet. So as long as Jacquet has known Kellen, it has not been a person named Kellen. It's been this humanoid in front of you. So there might have been a Kellen, like 2 years ago, who was here that this person killed or has somewhere and took their place. Same thing with Cadmus, technically. But it would be a year and a half ago or further that they killed the original Cadmus, or they have always been Cadmus.
I know it's a
or
long
Cadmus
shot,
is Cadmus or Kellen could also just simply have been changelings, and this person is one of those two individuals.
Right. Yes,
for, I mean, just for thoroughness and, morally, can we possibly search for a real Cadmus as well? Using your scrying magic?
Not with scrying. It would be if there is a real Cadmus, this person has been impersonating him for a year and a half.
Not Cadmus, Kellen.
Kellen is a little bit more murky because I only know Kellen via you. So for as long as you've known Kellen, this person has been impersonating them. So if 9 months, however long it's been ago, there was a Kellen, they are somewhere or dead.
Yeah, I also suppose that if this victim of this person, this old Kellen, is still alive, he's probably in the same situation that Reardon is right now.
Certainly. If the Kellen, original Kellen, we'll say, is a different person, they are likely in those dungeons as well or dead. And they have been there for almost a year.
Well, whatever it is, we can wait and see what they have to say.
I think that's all we can do at this time.
Is just being in this, I guess, space enough to dampen his magic?
Well, I have certain controls here, and it would be harder for others to find him. I can't completely stop any magic he can cast, depending on the type of magic it is. You found no focus on him, so his magic is innate in some way. Or there's some other means that he is focusing that magic. So he may still be able to cast spells, but if we bind his hands and mute him, he can't cast those spells. This is a dangerous individual you've captured. Given everything you've told me, his powers come from beyond or within, in some way beyond the typical sorcerer, wizard, or even warlock. It's not certain what he can do. In that sense...
Even muted, he can nod and shake his head. We could ask him questions still, just yes or no ones.
And I could be present with you to try to prevent any casting of spells.
We can also attempt Saskia's
Gesh.
That might also make things go a little smoother. If we can command him to stay still and answer our questions truthfully.
You're dealing with a tremendously powerful individual, at least of will and magic. But we'll have to wait and see. Put in our precautions before you do question him. You have my full support.
Thank you.
And I think as you all look then to the form of Cadmus, that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
All right. We'll pick this up next week with the questioning of this figure. And then what comes after that. There's still later this evening, a soiree of Saskias to get to. All right. Thank you for hanging out with us in Paradise. We'll catch you wherever you catch us in the world. Have a good night. I almost just exited Discord instead of ending the stream.